men, it doesn't seem like they are enjoying you know what I mean?
Sex in and of itself is boring. Any man who sits and says that sex is great or sex is fun just clearly hasn't had enough sex, because sex is boring. Sex is a chore.
This isn't something people are doing for pleasure. It's something that people are doing for self-image and social.
Many men are angry at women, but more profoundly, women are the targets for displaced male rage at the failure of patriarchy to make good on its promise of fulfillment, especially endless sexual fulfillment. Men may be too terrified to confront the facts of their lives and tell the truth that possessing the right to engage in rituals of domination and subordination is not all that patriarchy promised it would be. If patriarchy were a disease, it would be a disease of disordered desire. To cure this disease, then, we would all need to reconsider the way we see men and male desire. Rather than seeing the violence men do as an expression of power, we would need to call it by its true name, pathology. Patriarchal violence is a mental illness. That this illness is given its most disordered expression in the sexual lives of men is powerful because it makes it hard to document, since we do not witness what men do sexually like we witness what they do at work or in civic life. To take the inherent positive sexuality of males and turn it into violence is the patriarchal crime that is perpetuated against the male body, a crime that masses of men have yet to possess the strength to report. Men know what is happening. They simply have been taught not to speak of the truth of their bodies, the truth of their sexualities. Robert Jensen's powerful and courageous essay, Patriarchal Sex, drives this message home. Defining patriarchal sex, he writes, "Sex is fucking. In patriarchy, there is an imperative to fuck, in rape and in control sex. With strangers and girlfriends and wives and estranged wives and children, what matters in patriarchal sex is the male need to fuck. When that need presents itself, sex occurs." That we live in a world which people continue to use the same word for sex and violence, and then resist the notion that sex is routinely violent and claim to be outraged when sex becomes overtly violent, is a testament to the power of patriarchy. One might add that it is a supreme testament to patriarchy's power that it can convince men and women to pretend that sexual violence satisfies. Of course, the truth of men's lives is that patriarchal sexuality has not satisfied. It has fueled the compulsive need to be more sexual, to be more violent in the hopes that there is a way to be more satisfied. Patriarchal pornography, no longer isolated but ever present in a popular mass media, has become so widespread because males, brainwashed by the patriarchal mindset, cannot find the courage to tell the truth. They cannot find the courage to say, "I can't get no satisfaction." Patriarchal pornography has become an inescapable part of everyday life because the need to create a pretend culture where male sexual desire is endlessly satisfied keeps males from exposing the patriarchal lie and seeking healthy sexual identities. It does not have to be violent. The sooner you figure that out, the better.